across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans.
Gentlemen, your 2025 Tennessee Titans!
So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Nashville. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami. The #1 overall pick in this.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Ward. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Back to throw is Ward. He's got his tight end. That's a complot. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Running here, it's Pollard. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Pollard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Titans first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
point is Ward. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Makes the score Titans 3, Saints nothing.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college. The 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Shough. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. In motion is Hill. Shough to throw on 2nd down. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down, they need 5. In motion is Hill. It's 3rd down, and here is Shough. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At his own 49.
2nd and 11. In motion is Hill. On 2nd down, it's Shough. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, unusual offense. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, New Orleans.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Here's Estimate. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. He'll try to set up the screen to Estimate. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On 3rd and long, here's Shuck, and that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This from 45 yards away. And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
The Titans offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Chase Young on the tackle.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. He'll work forward for a couple. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now it's Ward. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's Carl in there to record the sack.
It's 4th down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the ground from Northwestern, this is Evan Hall. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Shuck. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
On the give, here's Estimate. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To the air is Shuck. Left side into the hands of Olave. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Chuck. He'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Got it into the hands of Olave. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
8 yards on the...
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2. As we are ready to get back underway. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Another run, and again, it's Estimate. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He's got his big tight end. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and through. The Saints move out to a 7-3 lead.
Titans 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. Now a hit, and he lost the football.
Recovered by the kicking team.
Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
On first down, Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Intended for Taysom Hill. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now Shuck. And that is incomplete.
He got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. No issues there. One is good. And the Saints go out to a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Chase Young on the tackle.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Now he'll air one out, and this is going to be Incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And it was really the lack of production on 1st and 2nd down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till 3rd down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those 1st and 2nds and take the fight to the defense.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So on 4th down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The middle, here comes Pollard. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Ryan Brazee gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Ward. He's going to let this one go deep. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
great job down there to hold them to a short return. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. A carry here for Estimate. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. To the air once more, Shuck. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but away.
3rd and 6. Throwing again, Shuck. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
DK to return. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action. Ward. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Shotgun snap for Ward. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
3rd and long. Throwing is Ward. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and quarterback Tyler Shuck heading back out to the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Chuck gonna try to run it himself. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Second down and 8. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Throw here's down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
The Saints will punt this one away. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Off play action, it's Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard
It's certainly not
line.
for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Ward. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more.
29-yard line.
first down with Estimate. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now a designed run with Shuck.
Tyler Shuck on the keeper. A 3-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville in a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing is Shuck. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Saints. First down.
When you run these quick smokes or tunnels, wide receiver screens, they go by a variety of names. When you throw the ball to your wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage, you're counting on the defense playing very soft, and it's all going to be run after the catch.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
2 yards.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip them. You can double team them. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
Here's a 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Shuck. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
This is one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Titans offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Ward. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. They'll be their 2nd as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Ward. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw is Ward. That is the rookie from Stanford, Alec Baumann. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Now Ward to throw. The ball comes out. The Saints have got it. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll run with Estimate. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Darnell Baker in to make the stop.
37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
In motion is Hill. It's third down, and here is Shuck. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at fourth down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Titans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They give to Pollard on the option. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Danny Stuxman on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They give this to Jefferson on the jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now it's Ward. Ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 47.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Mario Davis. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
Second and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. To Mario Davis. In there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the gun, Ward. Rolling right, and they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
The Titans sending out their punter as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. Forced out wide.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. On the ground, it's Estimate. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's shut. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. Doing there, they made sure he would not get free. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, Pollard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Ward. Incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. And that is incomplete.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete, but I think they got to just continue to attack downfield.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll hand it off here to Estimate. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The RPO, that one is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To the air is shut. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick. Get some blockers out in front. Let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll be set up now. up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air again is Shuck. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. Running here, it's Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The tackle. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
My man.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Jefferson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Third and 11. Throwing is Ward. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
4th down.
And now the punting unit will come on, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Chuck. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
He'll try to set up the screen to estimate. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Shuck. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold them to a short return.
At their own 21-yard
The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. In motion, Okonkwo. On first down, Ward. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Here's Ward now on second down. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw is Ward. There's Okonkwo open left side. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Throwing again is Ward. And that one incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Ward to throw again. There, throw right side. Going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chim DK that time.
Third down.
Third down coming up.
Yards to go.
To the air again. Ward. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
We're all set to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Saints offense and quarterback Tyler Shuck heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Estimate. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Chuck. Throw right side to Olave. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints, 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints, 1st down.
Looking to throw. Here is Chuck. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a run going left. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, this is Chuck. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Estimate. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Chuck. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Saints.
A gain there of 20. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down, Saints.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. you're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's DK. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
You let this go. Deep for Jefferson.
Ward's pass, intended for Van Jefferson. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Alontae Taylor on the coverage.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Ward. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll run. It's home. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. On the give, here's Estimate. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll run the sneak, and it. He's going to have the Saints first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Saints first down.
From the gun, it's Shuck. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To the air is Shuck. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Intended for Taysom Hill. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This will be a 41-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Saints will extend their lead.
16. Titans 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The
Titans offense ready to take over once more.
29-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. Nathan Shepard in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Brings up 2nd.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
They'll drop to throw. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Shotgun snap for Ward. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. They snap it to Ward. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to pick up a Titans first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st and 10.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Ward. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Third, they need 8. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the Titans.
If you want to score points
down.
at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
This is 1st and 10. Now it's Ward. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. Kool-Aid McKinstry there defensively.
Really? This cannot be happening.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Ward. This one brought in by Ileman. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. To throw is Ward. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach it.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans are back within 6.
Makes the score Saints 16, Titans 10.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.